let us sit down, work it out. But he never called us. All he now had on, you see, there are constitutional issues, that's this. But we forget that we have constitutional matter. The constitution said you must zone. Now we just see our constitution. Now you are bringing constitutional, I mean, what kind of,
all right.
What kind of context?
Governor, if I may get to my part, I guess we'll still get into what the constitution of the PDP says, because when speaking with some of the members of your party that were in the meeting in Port Harcourt, they said, well, this is a moral issue. And that is, in fact, the real reason. Can you clarify which is more of anger to you? The anger of your friend Tambua, who you feel betrayed you, or the anger of Senator Ayu?
Okay, if I'm angry that he betrayed me, well,
did he betray you?
Hold it. First of all, if I'm angry that he betrayed me, what am I going to do? I mean, so will you kill yourself that somebody betrayed you? Won't you move on with your life? Have I not been doing my work as governor of River State? If in his conscience, if he feels that what he did was right, so be it. If he knows what he did was not right, he should know what to do. I don't even think about it. Frankly speaking,
It doesn't upset you.
even if you upset me, it's like you lost a child. We must be like this together. All 2 hours. I don't understand when people talk about anger, no anger. I've loved that. Look, one thing you must understand, and if you're not prepared for it, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a politician at Nigeria, you must have what we call a shock observer. If you don't have a shock observer, you will die. You must. At all times, you see these things happen. So you don't need to begin to put yourself, except you're not prepared. That's what about a leadership. That's what about the leadership. Is it me? Did Nigerians watch it? You, what is your feeling? You, what do you think? You, what do you think? All of you watch it on television, so it is for you to, take your own position, whether you are happy, whether it's right or not. But that is not what we're talking. Whatever has happened, has happened. Won't you move the party forward? Why do all these vice presidential candidates, this and that? And sometimes when I watch television, I say, where did they get these stories from? Where did they get it from? Who has ever spoken to me to say, I said, no, I will not forgive them because I didn't get president. I will not forgive them because I didn't get vice president. People who are afraid of me around them, they do. I'm a no-nonsense person. I'm a no-nonsense person. I don't go and begin, because you're a president candidate, I begin to run around you every day. I won't do that. I have a lot of work to do.
Your Excellency, some people are of the opinion that within your group as governors, there are those who are telling the national chairman not to quit, and that if he quits, they will leave the party. Somebody even mentioned the governor from one of the South states are saying that
has been how they live their life. They do that at the back. I will say my own. Let those governors from the south, or southeast, or southwest come out to say. Let them open their mouth and say to Nigerians that when support that the chairman and president should remain in one zone. Let them come out and say it. It's not to go back and talk. You know, there are people, even now seeing you, they're fidgeting. Look, I'm very happy. You know why? I'm living. And I feel so proud that I can tell anybody in this country today that go to River State, I'm satisfied with what I have done, and the people of the state are very much satisfied with what I have done. I'm not one of those governors when you leave office, from my chief of staff forum, from my forum, from my principal of staff forum. Look, because nobody has anything to just one problem or the other. That's why I was in Abuja. As a governor, I don't sleep in Abuja. As a governor, when I have all excuses to go and stay in Abuja. But not to tell you, even if I leave office, what to attract me there? Except I have something to eat. I go to, you see, the point I'm trying to make, forget about those people who are saying that the chairman resign. No problem. If you say should not resign, that shouldn't be peace. Okay.
Your Excellency.
Okay.
Your Excellency. Some people are saying that your insistence on the chairman's resignation in the manner in which you are asking for it will create more crisis for the party. In the sense that if he steps aside, he still leaves you with the burning end of the stick. In the sense, because if you read the party's constitution, Article 47.6, where a vacancy occurs in any of the offices of the party, the executive committee at the appropriate level shall appoint another person from the area or zone where the officer originated from to serve out the tenure of the officer. So if IU steps aside, like you are asking him to, the next person that may be called upon to fill that vacancy will also be from the north, which still leaves you with the burning end of the state. If you flip the coin around, the other solution would be for the party to probably convene a convention to elect a new national chairman. And that the party cannot afford that in months to election. What do you say to that?
You know, if you ask people, criminals, if you are criminals, why did I commit crime? Because there's no job. If you ask that person, he said, because yes, I'm working, but the money that pay me is not enough. So many criminals have various reasons on why they commit crime. These are people who have nothing to offer this party electorally. You are talking about constitution now. But you forget that the constitution says there should be zoning of elective and party offices. You did not remember that constitution says so. Now, is there nothing called expediency? Is there nothing called necessity? Look, now look at where we have found ourselves. Whatever they may call it. Doctrine of expediency. Look, we never knew we put ourselves into this. Not that you never knew, you knew. Ordinarily, initially this chairman, this governorship would have been zoned. I mean, this presidency ought to have been zoned to the south. You do it. All you thought what you've done is to show how clever or how smart you are. Now that the crisis down, you are now falling back to their constitution to say, look, they have a constitutional crisis. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You can't. It's never done anywhere. Sacrifice should be made. What's wrong? If the national chairman, who has already said, did he know of the provisions of this constitution? Did he not know of the provisions of this constitution before he said, if the presidential candidate emerges from so-so zone, I will give up? Was this provision inserted now? Why do we blow hot and cold? Why? Why? So I don't think anybody is saying that. There's no way. Even NEC could meet and take that decision and then ratify it in a convention later. For expediency purposes, we have to zone back this chairmanship to the south. NEC can take, I don't know where these so-called lawyers are getting from. Because of interest. NEC can take that decision and ratify it in the convention. So whom are they deceiving? So whom are they deceiving? Yes.
After the election.
Yes. All we want is, now that you have given presidency to them, let us take our own chairman. Because when they are meeting for decision making, the presidential candidate sits here, the national chairman sits here, the DG of campaign sits here. They take decision. Then they come and tell the people to execute. Now I hear they say board of trustees. What is called board of trustees means what? Why did they put pressure on the board of trustees chairman to resign? And then now you cannot put pressure on national chairman to say, look, as when I was trying to run as a governor, I had a lot of crises. But I have to let go certain things for us to be able to win an election. The problem is that we have not won an election, we are too arrogant. We are too arrogant. We have not won an election. We are telling Nigerians, look, you can't trust us. We say one thing, we do a different thing. You are going to campaign, people will issue you, they will show you on video. See what you said now. I mean, simple thing. Instead of you to do the right thing, all you will do is name calling. Who is wicked? Who will do without him. I never say you cannot do without me. I never said so. But all I say, you can't do without me in my state. That's what I've always said. What is my business? Will I go to Ondo? Will I go to Oyo? You can do without me, I agree. But to say you do without me in this state, it will not be possible.
But how do you do it in such a way that if they do without you, or you do without them, election of the presidency will have the National Assembly on that day. If you do not stick with the article and they do not listen to you, what would you do?
What is your business? When you get to the bridge, you think about how to cross the bridge.
Because I thought today, Your Excellency, I thought today you are bearing it on.
It's not my business to tell you my strategy in election. Every election has its own strategy.
Let me ask you.
You don't. Let me ask you one question. Have you not seen where governors win and assembly lose election in your constituency? It's the same election now. Have you not seen where assembly member loses seat in that same and governor won in that constituency?
So that could happen here.
I'm not saying so. I'm not saying so. So you don't put words in my mouth. All I'm saying is that you asked the question. I said, look, we are still talking about peace. You understand me? It's only when you say you don't want us, do you understand me? Then we can now fall back and say, what do we do? But we don't talk about what we do now when there are still openings for people to discuss. I'm not running an election. It's the man who wears the shoe knows what. So if you say you need me, you know what to do. But if you say I'm not relevant, you know it is your own business. But the point is that all this name calling, Wike's group, this, we'll deal with them, we'll do this. You know, you compound your problems. Take for example, since 1999, we have never won Yobe State. Since 1999. But one of the problem people is from that Yobe State. So what will he give the party? What will he give the party?
Who is this person?
You know him. My name was since 1999. Has PDP won Yobe State? Or you this one? So what is the electoral value now? He will bring to the table. Tell me, since 1999 we started this democracy. PDP has never won Yobe State. And then you are going about. We'll deal with him. We'll sanction him. Meanwhile, we are zero in your state. You sanction the person. That has given you 100%. Say, look, for political in this election and for inclusivity, to make all of us believe that we are all one. Okay, take for example, did you watch the video of Governor Tambo's campaign in Imo State? Did you watch the video when he said, look, why would there no problem in this country when there's marginalization? He said so when he was campaigning for delegates in Imo State about the Igbos. That's marginalization, and so that's what there's crisis. And now the same thing has come to our party. We are saying, look, let us not do what these people are doing. Let us tell Nigerians that, look, we are ready. That's why we are taking the decision we are taking. Look at what happened in APC. Look at when the governors came out. I said, listen, this is one country. Let us make it so that everybody will know all of us belong to one. And that they are moving their presidency to the south. We are not fighting again. We have given it to the north. But give the chairman to the south. And you are not saying no. So where is the inclusivity now?
Your Excellency, I think we need to take a break now.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll take a break, everyone. And when we come back, the conversation, the media chat with Governor Yinsom Wike of Rivers State continues. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
TVC News Adedoja Salamadini emerged winner of Lagos reporting category at the 30th Diamond Awards for Media Excellence. As the isolation centers filled up and many Nigerians living in denial, Adedoja dared the odds to bring the dreaded COVID-19 reality to our living rooms. This is the story that resulted in the laurel at the Diamond Awards for Media Excellence, Lagos reporting category for Adedoja Salamadini. TVC News Femi Akonde won the coveted prize of Reporter of the Year at the Nigerian Media Merit Award, which is the most prestigious media award in the country. His winning story is on the bravery of the Civilian Joint Task Force, a group of local militia in media. Established to fight Boko Haram structures, among others, have been identified. Nigeria. Congratulations to the news team who tell impactful stories. NMMA, DAME, and Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism Awards. TVC, first with breaking news.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
In the month of September, the focus of the world is on childhood cancer awareness, which begins from the 1st to 30th. Then 8th is International Literacy Day, while the International Day to Protect Education from Attack is on the 9th. 10th of September is World Suicide Prevention Day. It's 21 years after the 9/11 attack, and on 11th of September, the world commemorates the 9/11 anniversary. On the 13th is exactly 1 year after the Kogi Correctional Center attack, as 240 inmates escaped. International Day of Democracy celebrated on the 15th. On the 16th, focus shifted to International Day for the protection of the ozone layer. The world celebrates Patient Safety Day on the 17th. 21st of September is International Day of Peace. On the 26th, the world celebrates the International Day for the total elimination of nuclear weapons, followed by World Tourism Day on the 27th. 29th is World Heart Day, while 30th is World Maritime Day. Brace yourself for an interesting September. Stay.
Welcome back, Your Excellency. One of the things that confounds the Nigerian voting public is the fact that you have a preponderance of governors from the south in the PDP. Yet, it has taken an APC that has by far fewer southern governors to take the decision to cause power to shift to the south. How did this happen in your party despite the fact that you have so many governors from the south?
I think you should praise those of us who stood firm and to say that, look, power should shift to the south. People like Governor of Enugu State, people like Abia State, people like West, Sheyi Makinde, Odom contested, you know. If you're a governor, that's what I can do. You know what to, if that is what your people want. But I told them that this is what my people want, and that is where we have to go for it. And you see, like people say, the law for unity of this country. For the unity of this country. Yes, everybody wants how things will be done in such a way that nobody should care where you come from. We'll get to that point. But as it is today, we have not reached that level where you undermine these factors. No. And that is why it is critical to some of us in PDP. I said, do they understand the mistake they're making? If APC as a ruling party can come out categorically and say, we are zoning this to the south. And then we in PDP, we have lost it. And then we are saying, okay, appealing to you so that we peace everywhere. We can have something to talk to our people. Give us back Chairman. You are still saying no. What message are we sending? we have accepted our fate by making sure the party candidate has emerged. And we say, look, for whatever way it is, let us do things so that peace will reign and let's move on. And people are still trying to show that they determine what will happen in this country by the mere fact that whatever they say is what will happen. And people are going to say, come on, I'm not a slave. No way. No way. We must do the right thing. We must show Nigerians this is where we are coming to. And you are being arrogant about it. Why are you arrogant about it? It's all you to face the facts. Every day you go and pay money to some media people. Wike did this, Wike did that, Wike did this, Wike did that. Is Wike going to be chairman of the party?
No, Governor, let me quickly ask you this here. Yeah. During the commissioning in Howard campus of the River State University, you said something.
What did I say?
You said that you know the reason why the Article camp are doing what they are doing.
Yeah.
And you made a promise, just like you said you're going to talk.
Okay.
Now you're talking. Now you said you said.
Yeah, you know where you're going to.
You said you.
Let me check you. Don't worry.
You know my question.
Yes, you've already said. I mean,
you said you know the reason why.
If you're a good student, the mere fact you make the introduction, I know where you're heading to, so you don't need to bother yourself. So let me just because I said they believe that the presidency is supporting them. I think they believe
that President Buhari is supporting them.
Nah, presidency is not Buhari.
Someone in the presidency.
Yes. Presidency is not Buhari. Buhari is the head of the presidency. And like I said, we are coming, small. That's the time you reveal one. That's the time you say the right one. You don't say everything one day. You see, you will tell Nigerians for today, this is what you are telling them. Another time we'll tell Nigerians, see, this is what you are. Look, no party that wants to win an election that can be arrogant like this. No party that is ready to take over power from APC. You know, APC is not like PDP. APC is something else. Look, how many of them as the federal government invaded an election the way they invaded the state? How many of them says? So I know what APC can do. So as an opposition party who is trying to lure the people, have the sympathy of the people, you must also show humility. Sure, look, we are humble. We are ready to tackle the issues of this country. And to show that, see what you have done. See what you have done. See what you are going to do. Look, development alone is not the only problem Nigeria has. Insecurity alone is not the only problem Nigeria has. Part of our problem is non-inclusivity of people. Certain sectors believing that they have been marginalized. Whether you like it or not, you must show that you have the capacity to bring everybody together. And to show that capacity, I have started it. How did I start it? I know by our party convention. I know by our party, this is the custom. This is the culture of our party. This is where we have done our things. And now we are boxing to something. I have that capacity to resolve it. Gentlemen, let's not talk about law. Let's talk about political expedience in order to win election. And that political expedience will take some sacrifices. And we're ready to make the sacrifices in order for everybody to move along. If you don't do that, and you carry this kind of arrogance, you pay for it.
Your Excellency, you have quite not answered the question that I was asking.
I told you, no.
Now you said, just a moment, sir. You said that there is a belief that
some people
in the presidency.
Yes. Some people are supporting
some persons in the presidency
Yeah.
are supporting them, and they believe that the power will return to the north, and that's why they have the confidence. And you imagine that the President Buhari is from the north, and Mr. Atiku Abubakar is also from the north. What do you make of that scenario? If you think that some people in the presidency are working with the
I may not be
Atiku team,
thinking of President Buhari. Mind you too, you have heard of so many things in the presidency, which sometimes the president may not know. Mind you, remember, under the APC primary, you heard that it was the presidency that brought Ahmed. You had so. But you also had one president said, no, everybody go to the in power. Let me tell you. And there are those who are close to me. Somebody who's close to me come out to tell you this is what we are going to do. Meanwhile, that such a discussion has not taken place. And if you believe that person, how close he is to me, there's a likelihood you may be tempted to agree that yes, this is correct. And two, certain steps too, the person may show you, which will also make you believe the more